All right, boys and girls, we're back. Now, I told you that we painted this with a aluminum foil and a comb. And I'm going to show you what we did with the comb. We came down here, and all we did is come up to here and made grass. I got it to there, then I came back here in the middle and took it shorter strokes. I came up here and went right to the edge. And now I'm going to come over here and give me a little brown, and a little yellow. Might even grab a little orange here and there. And I'm going to come along this edge. I'm going to put me some more paint. Got a little white too, didn't it? Which is fine. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to break that up a little bit. And now we have our grass painted. I don't know any other way to say it except, wow. You just don't expect it to turn out like something turn out like that when you're using stuff like that. So then I take my shish kebab skewer. I did say it, didn't I? And I come here and I make a few tufts. I doubt you're going to be able to see this, so I'm not going to make many. But what I'm doing is just adding some different texture to the grass down here. And it's never all one length or anything. That's why I did it 4 different places there. All right. So now we've got that, and guess what we're ready to do? We're ready to go to our tree. And I'm not through down here yet. But we're going to do that in a little bit. But right now we need our tree. And that tree starts down in here a little bit. And I'm going to make me a mark there. And then we just go up till I decide I want to quit. It's your tree. You do it like you want to do it. Don't let nobody tell you how to do it different. If you don't like the way my tree looks and you want to do your tree different from mine, you go ahead. I'm going to do a tree similar to that just simply because it suits my layout that I did. And all I'm going to do right now is come up and go over, come up, go over, come up, and go over. And I think I'll do that. That's the basic of the one tree. All right, we got another big trunk over here. I'll do that. I got another one coming up here. Another one coming up here. Now, that's the basic trunk. And what I do now is I take a different brush and I go back to my brown. Now make this thing look a little better. I believe I'm going to sit down, folks, because I can see better and I don't have to turn the thing where you can't see what I'm doing. It's not going to matter about this up here in the top, simply because that's going to be covered up with the tree. I made a little bump there, but that's all right. We're going to call that character. We're going to call that character. All right, now, my tree needs a little highlight in it. So I came over here and got me a little bit of orange and coming back in my brown with some orange. And it's going to make that tree look a lot more alive. I'm going to bring this down here, put some roots on this thing. Now there's the roots on the tree. None of this, I keep bringing this up to you guys because I want you to see this. There is nothing hard about anything that I'm doing here. Really isn't. I'm going to leave it at that. I think 4 branches is maybe enough. Yeah, 4 is enough. And we got some highlights on the tree. Now I'm ready for the most important part. And I want you to be sure and And now, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my light color on it. And I'm gonna get me some clear paint on it, and I'm gonna come out here, and I'm gonna start with my yellow. Let's do this. Let's do this. I got my yellow. Going where I want it to go. I believe I'm gonna put just a little more down here. That's the thing, if you notice, I lean back. The ideal distance for eyeing your painting is 6 feet. You can, if you move back, you can see a lot better about what you've done than if you're right there on top of it. Yeah, I got my basic tree in. I'm gonna go to a smaller piece. And I'm gonna go right here and let's see. Let's go with our light orange. And we're gonna come in here and we're gonna put some light orange. Uh-oh, it's starting to take shape now. You'll notice, you'll be able to see the difference in what's going on with the tree here in just a minute. It's gonna actually look like a tree in just a minute. And if you get like this photos here is a big piece of orange, I'm gonna put a big piece of orange right here. Don't worry about that because we're coming back now with a different color orange. We're gonna come back in here and we're gonna put some more. And the more times, the more things that we put on there, we just space them out and we blot them down till we get it like we want it. Now, the pièce de résistance. I'm coming back with some red. And now we have our tree. All right, now, trees in the fall always have leaves on the ground around them. So just by a few little tracks there, look like chicken being in there scratching. I'm gonna put some leaves on the ground. And see what that looks like. Let's come down here a little bit. I want you, I ain't putting the yellow in there yet, have I? I got a little overdone with my yellow. So I'm gonna do like that with my finger. Then I'm gonna come back in here. And when I get done, you won't be able to tell I smeared that. If I can ever get me any paint right in there, there we go. Now, we gotta put something down here, you know, it ain't just up under here. It ain't just right there underneath the outside edge of the tree, it's down here too. And I'm gonna be finishing this up, and when we come back, we're gonna put that man down there with his dog. See what you think of that. And right now, I believe we about got our leaves, and we got our tree, and I think we're ready. And I thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna be right back, and we'll finish her up. As Papa Jack said, see you in a little bit from the Clayton Center for Active Aging.